On this road in Ivory Coast, terror groups linked to Al-Qaeda have carried out attacks and kidnappings in recent months. It's located between Fakessi-Dougou and Tugbo, just a few hundred metres away from the border with Burkina Faso, where that country's government has been fighting these groups for 6 years. Refugees have been fleeing into Ivory Coast, and the government is concerned the conflict is spilling over the border from Burkina Faso. I'm here in the village of Moro, on the border with Burkina Faso. The village chief here says that the conflict is happening just 10 kilometres away. He's been welcoming refugees from Burkina Faso into his village and says that there are more of them coming all the time. The UN's refugee agency says 7,000 refugees have already left Burkina Faso for Ivory Coast. Abdoulaye Ouattara is one of them.
There was a conflict and we were afraid. We haven't harvested yet either. We ran away to come here because when you are afraid of something stronger than you have to run away.
Many people in the Western Sahel are unable to farm because the threat of terror attacks makes it too dangerous. This has led to a food security crisis with more than 3.5 million in need of humanitarian assistance, according to the UN. Moro's chief says the village has struggled to help the refugees.
Yes, it was difficult the day they started arriving. It was the rainy season. There was nothing to eat. Some of them arrived all wet. We managed until the government came to help us.
He says Ivorian forces have been carrying out more frequent patrols. Villagers feel safe for now, but are worried about how close the conflict is getting. Meanwhile, the UN's World Food Programme says Russia's war on Ukraine is pushing up prices of grain imported into the region, making an unprecedented food security crisis even worse.
Ukraine and Russia are two major producers or exporters of wheat flour, and 30% of the wheat flour consumed in this region is coming from Ukraine or Russia.
He added that a lot of cooking oil, a regional staple, comes from Russia, along with most of the region's fertilizers. He warned this and the economic fallout from COVID could lead to more instability.
In 2008, when the entire world faced the major high food prices, it led to substantial hunger riots in West Africa, in countries like the Côte d'Ivoire, Senegal, here where we are sitting, Guinea, almost everywhere in the northern part of Africa.
Ouattara says support from the UN and the government is enough for now, but as violence gets closer and food prices go up, that may not last. Henry Wilkins for VOA News, Moro, Ivory Coast.